Trump wins the 2024 U.S. elections. In-depth analysis of a historic victory. Welcome to our channel. Today we dive into one of the most impactful events of 2024, Donald Trump's victory in the U.S. presidential election. Trump has returned to the White House in a politically tense and deeply divided country. Let's break down his path to victory, the key factors that influence this election, and the possible consequences for both the United States and the world. Join us to get a clearer view of what lies ahead. The path to victory. First, let's review how Trump achieved this victory in a race where polls showed it would be close. Trump's campaign focused on issues that resonated strongly with his voter base, while also capturing the attention of undecided voters in key states like Florida, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Economic promises. During his rallies, Trump emphasized his intention to reduce taxes, bring back jobs that, according to him, had been lost overseas, and revitalize industries like manufacturing. This message resonated especially well with working-class voters who remember his first term and his pro-business America First stance in foreign trade. Campaign strategy. Trump's campaign used social media, direct messaging, and constant visits to rural and suburban communities, where he highlighted the need to take back control of the country. This narrative appealed to voters seeking a firm leader and viewing Trump as a symbol of change. In other words, his key message was clear: Make America Great Again, a slogan that, while familiar, appears to have retained its power and meaning among loyal supporters and those concerned about the current direction of the country. Key factors in the victory. Several factors worked in Trump's favor this election. Let's examine some of the most important ones. 1. Economy and job promises. Many Americans face economic challenges, from inflation to rising living costs. Trump focused his message on a rapid economic recovery, promising new measures to lower inflation and generate jobs through protectionist policies. This had a direct impact on voters feeling the effects of inflation in their daily lives. 2. National security and immigration stance. A key pillar of the campaign was his strong stance on border security and his a law and order message. With growing concern over immigration, particularly in border states, his promise of tighter control resonated strongly. Issues like combating crime in major cities also gained him support among voters worried about local safety. 3. Distrust in the establishment. Once again, Trump positioned himself as the outsider, capable of challenging Washington elites. Many voters feel that traditional leaders do not represent their interests. With his defiant rhetoric and anti-establishment style, Trump became the symbol of this rejection of the system. 4. Use of media and social networks. Although he was temporarily suspended from some platforms, Trump's campaign team used alternative networks and communication channels to amplify his message. This allowed him to connect directly with millions without relying on traditional media, which many of his supporters see as biased. National and international reactions. Trump's victory has sparked a variety of reactions. In the United States, his supporters have taken to the streets to celebrate, while opponents have started protests in several cities. This polarization reflects the division within the country, where opinions about Trump are incredibly strong, both for and against. Reactions from world leaders. Internationally, Trump's victory has been received with mixed reactions. Some leaders, like Vladimir Putin and some Middle Eastern leaders, have publicly expressed their support, while others, especially in Europe, have shown caution and concern. This is because during his first term, Trump had significant disagreements with some NATO allies and adopted a more isolationist approach. Financial markets and the global economy. The victory also had immediate effects on the financial markets, which are bracing for potential changes in trade and diplomatic policies. Investors are particularly watchful of possible trade sanctions Trump could reimpose or any shifts in relations with China. This shows that U.S. leadership has a huge impact on the global landscape, and Trump's return to the presidency generates both anticipation and tension worldwide. What can we expect in the coming years? So what can we expect for the next 4 years with Trump back in the White House? Let's look at some key issues. Economy. Trump has promised to revitalize the economy through tax cuts and protectionist policies. This could benefit certain industries, but it also raises questions about how the national deficit might be affected. Immigration. We can expect a return to stricter immigration policies, possibly including a renewed push for a border wall and a rethinking of policies like DACA. These changes could have a major impact on immigrant communities and the ongoing human rights debate. Climate change and environmental policy. During his first term, Trump withdrew the U.S. from the Paris Agreement. While the country rejoined under Biden, Trump's return may lead to rollbacks on environmental policies and fewer restrictions on emissions and clean energy. International relations. Trump has expressed a desire to continue with an America First approach, which could lead to a distancing from some allies and a tougher stance with powers like China. This may result in trade and diplomatic tensions, or even a reshuffling of alliances. To conclude, Trump's 2024 victory marks a significant shift in U.S. politics. The nation is entering a new era, with internal and external challenges. Will Trump be able to fulfill his promises? How will his return affect relations with the rest of the world? Without a doubt, this will be a period full of change and intense media coverage. Thank you for watching this analysis. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed on upcoming events. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of this election, and what do you believe it means for the future of the United States and the world?